I want you close to me, just your company. I'm like this on the regular, I can't take the blame. I'm just here for the night, I want you by my side. In the late, late night with the city lights, keep you safe and sound, I'ma stick around and hold you close to me, keep your company. In the late, late night, only you and I, all we got is time staying inside and hold you close to me. I can be your company, be your company. I can be your company.
Hey everyone, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad that you clicked on today's video, and if you have been here before and continue to watch my videos, thank you so much. We have an amazing community here. I'm so glad to have you here. This video is some major cleaning goals because I get tons done. I tackle the kitchen, the bathrooms, the living room, the floors over the course of 3 days with some decluttering involved as well. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I'm a mom of 2 small girls, so our house gets torn up pretty fast. Surprisingly, this isn't as bad as it's been. I've been able to stay on top of everything and kind of keep a lot of things picked up. So that's why also in today's video, I'm able to get a little bit more deep cleaning done. I've mentioned in a couple past videos that I'm a little bit different because I'm not actually a super clean freak. I used to be that way, but I don't stress about getting everything picked up. I mean, there are circumstances where I would much rather have it clean, but I'm pretty laid back in that sense. But I typically focus 2 to 3 days a week where I do just do cleaning, like 1 or 2 rooms here and there. So that's why I say when I don't always clean, but when I do, I be sure to make it motivating. But today I'm going to go ahead and start in the kitchen, pick up some stuff, and get the dishes going. So I've had a couple people ask, and it just reminded me while watching this back, they ask, why do you clean your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher? And our dishwasher doesn't really like scrub if there's like food and stuff on there. So I typically do try to scrub off some of the food and stuff if it's on some of the dishes before I load them in the dishwasher.
So your tears been running like a waterfall.
I got the pink stuff a couple weeks ago and I first used it on the oven and on the stovetop. So I'm going to use it. I think this is the first time I'm going to use it actually in the sink, but I really do like this stuff. If you're not familiar with it, they say it's a miracle cleaning paste, and it is 99% natural ingredients. It's environmental friendly, non-toxic, and it was actually established in 1938 as a vegetable oil-based cleaner. So I liked all of those things about it, and I think that it does a really good job. One thing that it does say is to not use on plastic or acrylic surfaces or highly polished stainless steel. So I am a little bit careful when I'm using it on the sink, but because I don't think it is super highly polished, then I go ahead and use it anyway.
Every time you feel the walls are closing in, and it seems
we have these sink racks that have been a lifesaver because stainless steel actually stains very easily. If I were to ever redo it, because in our last video I talked a little bit about how we built this house. It'll be 6 years in July, and I absolutely had to have this stainless steel farmhouse sink. But in our last house, we didn't have any money to do any upgrades. So a couple years in, one of the first changes we made was actually changing out the sink, and it made a huge difference. I think it was a quartz sink that we got from Home Depot. It was a couple $100s at the time, and it made a huge difference, and I absolutely loved it. This stainless steel sink I have to clean so often. It gets dirty so fast in all the corners and everything. So that's just one thing to think about if you are wanting to do some upgrades in your house, is that your sink is going to make a huge difference. Or at least it did for me, especially if you have to do a lot of dishes.
You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
Our stovetop gets so dirty. I try to at least clean it once a week. I know a lot of people, and I probably used to do this too, just clean it every night after you use it. But I found that what would happen is I would wait for everything to cool down, and then by that time I would be, doing the dishes, and then it's like bath time, and then once you get everyone to bed and everything settled, I would either forget to come back and clean it, or it just wasn't a priority. So that's why I probably only do it about once a week, or it just depends how dirty it looks to me. Then I might clean it a little more often. Leave me a comment below. Let me know, how often do you clean yours? Is once a week way too long? Do you guys clean it every night, or are you kind of wait a while and when you see that it gets dirty, you clean it, kind of like how I do?
Like we always do. This girl caught my eye, said, "How do you do?" She said, "I am not interested, thank you." Then she left the room. Bartender, I'll have the usual. Give me the usual. I'll take the usual. I'll have the usual. Give me.
Here I'm using the Method cleaner that was recommended by all of you guys. This is just the all-purpose cleaner. I have been trying out more natural products. My goal is to go like 80% clean. So I have used the Branch Basics, I've used Method, I've used Mrs. Meyer's. I have had comments to use the Jaws cleaner, so I will try that out. Maybe in the next couple of weeks I'll get that, and then I will do a comparison of all of the all natural all-purpose cleaners that I have. And to be completely honest, just on the all-purpose cleaner, the 3 that I've tried so far, I didn't see that one was more like outstanding than the other. I think that they are all really good. They all get the job done. I just will pick one for the day and just use it. I don't have a specific preference so far. I just think that I like all of them. In my opinion, the one main difference may be the smell. So if you like a specific smell or scent, one may be stronger than the other. Sometimes the Miss Meyer's is a little bit stronger than the Method that I found. So that's kind of a difference that I've noticed about the all-purpose cleaners. On this small little console table, I'm using just the 7th generation. I think I got this at Kroger's or something. It's a granite cleaner. I do like to use specific granite cleaners. I probably should be using those on my kitchen and bathroom counters as well. My girls were eating a chocolate chip cookie, and they had chocolate over their hands, and they just had a big handprint on the wall. So as you can see, so I took a magic eraser sponge, and I didn't know if it was going to scrape the paint off the wall or if this would work. Most of the stuff I do is trial and error, so we just test it. If it works, then it works. If it doesn't, then I would have painted over it. But luckily this worked, and it got the handprint off the wall without messing up the paint. I had been wanting a wicker basket to put some of our blankets, folded blankets in, and I found this one at Target. It was $26, so I thought that I could pull out some of the blankets and put them in the little basket and then put it in our console table behind our couch. I also got some new pillows for our couch. I am going to phase out a little bit of the gray since my rug doesn't really have a lot of grays in it anymore. I'm going to swap out some of our more gray pillows for some more neutral colored pillows. But the first thing I'm going to do is just vacuum up the couch. Throw pillows can get expensive, especially if you like to have a lot of them. So I'm turning the pillows that I have around because the backside is more of a white ivory color. So I'm kind of just laying out some of the pillows and testing what they look like and what I want our bigger pillows to be. The new ones I got are just white and a tan color, and they're a little bit like of a blushy ivory color. I don't really know how to explain it, but it is a little bit more neutral altogether. The 4 pillows that I bought are all from Target. I have been meaning to go to Home Goods, but I have not had time to get out of the house and actually make a trip out there. So I just started off with a couple from Target, and then I'll probably work some more in after I kind of see what it looks like so far and what else I still need to add. I don't know why, but for me, throw pillows are just so hard to coordinate. So this is our kitchen rug runner. We've cleaned it a couple of times in the last couple of videos, but I'm just giving you an up close because you can see how much dog hair gets on it and stains just all together. I've been using this Folex cleaner for a while now. It's supposed to help get stains out, and it actually does a really good job. So basically you just spray it in, you rub it in a little bit, and then it helps with the stains. After I did one vacuum, I'm just spraying it for the second time to make sure that it gets in there really good. Next, I'm going to use our Tyneco mop / vacuum to vacuum up all of the hard floors and mop at the same time. Ever since I got this, I have not used anything else. So we used to have a shark mop, and I also have a steam mop, and this is just so much easier. I'm so glad I made the investment to get this because I honestly use this all the time. So I bought this model when it went on sale one time at Amazon, and I had a friend say that they have another model. So I went and did some research, and there's actually 3 different models of these Tyneco vacuum mops. So all 3 models are cordless, they're lightweight. The very first model is the least expensive. On the website now, today, it says that it is $169.99, and it does have a 3-in-1 cleaning tool, self-cleaning, lightweight, and it has up to 22 minutes of continuous power cleaning. The next model up, which is the model that I have and I'm using right now, is the Tyneco 3, and it has up to 25 minutes of cleaning power. There is some additional things that it just tells you. I think this one has a little bit more powerful suction, and it says that it cleans a lot quieter. There's different setting modes on it as well. This one right now is on the website for $259.99. And the last model that I see here is called the Tyneco S3, and this one has a 35-minute runtime. It also has a 5-in-1 self-cleaning system. It comes with not only an additional cartridge, but an additional rolling brush. And the main function is that one. It says that it detects the wet and dry messes on the floors, and it auto adjusts the suction power and water flow for that mess. So that one right now on the website says that it is $339.99. I have not tried out any other brand of wet dry vacuums, but I honestly like this one, and I do have friends who have the less expensive model, and they love it as well too. Right now I am just using the self-clean option, so you just press a button on the top and then it'll basically clean out the tube of all of the stuff and put all of the extra dirt and dust and water into that main canister. It's amazing how much it picks up, but it's amazing how dirty our floors are.
I won't get close to your heartache if you won't open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back.
The next thing that I'm going to clean out is my purse. It's been a while since I've actually gone through it and cleaned it out, but I got this Teddy Blake purse back in March and I absolutely love it. So Teddy Blake New York is a higher end luxury purse maker, but at affordable prices. They reached out to me and extended my discount code because currently they are having a semi-annual summer sale with prices up to 70% off. Y'all, that is an incredible discount, and I would highly recommend going and grabbing one of these purses. The purse that I have is the Bella Crocodile purse, and it is in the beige color. I actually really wanted the pink one. It's like a very subtle blush pink, and it is gorgeous. But because at the time they were sold out, because these purses do sell out fairly quickly, I ended up going with this beautiful beige color, and I absolutely love it. This style in particular has a section that is open and also two sides for zippers. So I like to put my small wallet in the zipper areas because I don't like having it out in the open, but I do like having an open space. If I just need to like grab my keys or something, I don't have to unzip or do anything like that. So I liked that this purse in particular had the option for both of that, and if I wanted it closed, I could just use those little button snaps and snap it closed. But clearly I don't organize my purse very often. I actually don't even like to carry a lot of stuff with me. So most of this stuff is either like mail that I hadn't gone through, tons of receipts. I don't know why I just throw all of my receipts in my purse and I never throw them away. I always say I'm going to check my receipt and do everything and make sure everything's right, but then I never do. If I have any kind of coupons, they always expire. I am just horrible about all that. So you guys leave me a comment below. Are you guys really good with like your receipts and your coupons, or do you just leave them in there and forget like I do? So everything that I'm throwing away is all expired and been expired for a while. So now I can start fresh with putting everything back in my purse that belongs in there, which is, I keep it super simple. So just like my keys, wallet, sunglasses, and phone. Those are my go-to items. Be sure to check the description box below for my code to a Teddy Blake purse and go and check out all the highly discounted purses. The sale ends on June 14th, so make sure that you snag one before then.
Nowhere to find them, standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said
So next I'm moving on to the guest bathroom, and then I'll go ahead and move on to our bathroom. But there was a comment that I made in my last video where I said that I would talk a little bit about finances. We took the Financial Peace University class from Dave Ramsey, and I learned a lot about managing finances. So I wanted to just share some of the steps that he recommended that we have kind of been living by ever since we took that course. There are 7 main steps that he recommends for living what he calls like financially free. The very first step, which I do this, is to create an emergency fund account. Now, this is kind of similar to a savings account, but your emergency fund account should have at least $1,000 into it, especially if you're a beginner account. But if your income is under $20,000, then he recommends starting with $500. This is so that if you were ever in an emergency, like your car breaks down or your house floods or you have a medical emergency and you need to come up with a good chunk of money very quickly, that this emergency fund account is for those instances. And this helps you feel less burdened by the cost of anything if you were to fall into that. His next tip is to pay off all of your debt except your house using the snowball effect. And basically, the snowball effect is to start with your smallest bill, and say your smallest bill is like $10 a month. You pay that off, and then you start rolling that into your next highest bill. So you're making minimum payments on all of your bills or any type of loans that you have until you pay off one at a time, and say that $10 from your first bill is now going to roll into the second bill. Once that second bill is 100% paid off, then you take the combination of both of those and then go and pay off the third bill. Or I'm saying bill, but it could be any type of debt you may have. Like for me, for student loans, I was using this effect to help pay off all of my student loans. Next tip was try to put 3 to 6 months of money into savings account. This is in case you ever need to pay your bills. If something happens, like you may lose your job or any type of circumstance were to happen, then you would have a little bit of security in that case. He mentions Murphy's Law, which is anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and you want to make sure that you prepare. The next tip is to invest at least 15% of your household income into a Roth IRA or a tax retirement plan. Next is saving for your children's or grandchildren's college education, tax-free. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that and get some tax benefits for that. Next step is try to pay off your house early. I know that we refinanced for a 20-year loan opposed to a 30-year loan because you save so much money in interest if you can try and pay off your house as soon as possible. And the last step, which is also my favorite, is to build wealth and give. Money will never make you happy. Money only makes you more of what you already are. It says that giving should be a way of life and not an obligation. It was an excellent, amazing course. I absolutely loved it. There's also lots of other things I didn't mention, like he says not having credit cards and other things. So we have been following, our financial situation with a lot of tips that he provided. So if you are interested, I'll link that course down below just for you to kind of check out if you want. So while I was discussing that, I moved on to our bathroom and I cleaned out the toilet area. I am mopping everything because I got out our Bissell handheld steam mop. I used this once before in our sink and kind of wasn't impressed, so I decided to come try it a little bit on the grout and the baseboards of our bathroom, and I changed the head that goes on it, and I actually really like it for this purpose. The suggestions that I got from all of you guys said that y'all like it best on grout and windowsills, and I also got comments about even using it on the car seat. So thank you guys for those recommendations. That's why I'm trying it out here, and it is doing a really good job. In my video next week, I'm actually going to clean out our entire shower using this as well. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and click that bell notification. That way you know when I release a new video. I typically release on Thursdays at 9 a.m. Central Time, but sometimes I do occasionally do a bonus video. But this way you'll just be reminded by clicking that bell notification.
Our tears run dry. Two broken smiles. We're lost right now.
So the steam cleaner did get the floor soaking wet, so I'm just going through with a towel and drying everything off.
Hold on, I will never let go. We just gotta hold on.
The last thing that I'm going to do is clean up our bedroom. I have a bunch of laundry to fold and put away. I'm going to make the bed, and I'm also going to declutter our little section that we have with some of the girls' things. If you're new here, I've talked about trying to kind of redo our bedroom. I wanted to do wallpaper at one point. I think we're just going to have to paint. It's an ongoing project that's taken a while. I've ordered a few more things for the bedroom. So, for example, like this comforter I'm getting rid of. I have some curtains coming. Switching out the rugs, and I might add a few more decorations, but it's still a work in process. We are typically so busy during the summer, so I obviously need Chris, my husband's help to get some of the stuff done, especially like painting the ceiling and stuff. So I might just have to ask him to take off work and help me, because our weekends again are always so busy during the summer. If you guys have any fun things planned this summer with the kids, either if you're just going somewhere local, if you're having family come for the summer, if you're going to go on a vacation somewhere, then leave me a comment below. I want to know all of the fun things that y'all have planned.
Put out all of the fire. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light.
So when folding clothes, and because my girls' clothes are so small, I came up with this strategy. Well, it's probably not a new strategy. I just recently started doing it. I will go through all of the clothes first and kind of section them off. So I'll throw all of the pajamas in one area. I'll pull out all of the dresses because those are getting hung up, and put those in one area. And then I'll pull out like pants and start folding pants. And then I would go to like the shirts next. And I found that it's easier to do that way for me, because that's how I put it away in our basket. So that little basket I use, I fold all of our clothes KonMari method style. Put it in a little basket and then take it upstairs, and then I easily just put it into their drawers. So because of that way, I didn't really mean to purposely do that, but it's been working out really well. So leave me a comment below. Do you have like a particular way that you fold the clothes in a specific order, or do you just grab whatever you do, fold it, put it away? That's how I used to do it, but this way just seems a little bit easier to me. So leave me a comment below and let me know how you do it. In case you're wondering where all those bins came from, so there's two bins that are pajamas. One is for Sailor's pajamas, one is for Savannah's pajamas, and I keep those downstairs because they still will take a bath in our bathtub. And then one of those bins is where I fold all of the clothes and then take that bin upstairs and put their clothes away in their drawers. Eventually, all of their clothes and stuff will come out of our bedroom. I guess all that's left is like shoes and pajamas. But for now, it's just easier to keep it downstairs. When I need something, I can easily grab it. It's not the prettiest sight, but it's the easiest.
One step away from having it all. Boyfriend, girlfriend, fancy car, you're insatiable. You just want more. Climbing mountains, crushing your goals, but you put your happiness on hold. Still waiting to start living. You need to know you're beautiful, you're perfect just like you are. Release your control, start to let go. Take a night off and let yourself go a little crazy. Crazy, crazy. Release your control, let your body go a little crazy. Just crazy, crazy. Let your body go. Live your life like you're winning. You don't need no pressure in it. You've been struggling too long. Now it's time to move on. And tell the truth like you mean it.
So I was vacuuming up all of our bedroom, and we have that little 3-tier cart. It has all of the girls' shoes on there, and again, we keep their shoes in that cart downstairs because a lot of times if we are running out the door, I'll say go grab some shoes, and it's just faster if they just come in here and pick out a pair opposed to trying to go upstairs and do all of that. So for now, that is still down here, but what I noticed is that it is completely cluttered. I still have winter boots in this tray, and half the time I can't even find a matching shoe. So I just decided to take everything out, and I'm going to put away all of the shoes that are too small for them, and also put away all of the winter shoes. I do also wish that we had a mudroom area, because that's a common place where you can keep, just a couple pair of shoes whenever you need to easily get out the door, but unfortunately we don't.
Release your control, let your body go a little crazy. Just crazy. It's so crazy. Sink to the deep end, hurt and defeated. Thought I could do this, laugh through the sadness. Don't know how I ended up so lost. Sink to the deep end, hurt and defeated. Too little and too late.
I have a couple of these tubs that I use for shoes, but I actually don't recommend them. I think I got these at IKEA, but the problem is I would much rather prefer the tops that latch, because with shoes, unless you get it like exact, you cannot keep the top on. It'll just keep popping off. So right now, because all I have is those ones, but I wouldn't use them again for clothes and shoe storage, and I probably need to get different ones and move all of their shoes into those. Now I have all of these summer and swim shoes with their matching pair. One shelf is Savannah's, one shelf is Sailor's, and then the other two are just extra. The very last thing that I'm going to do is vacuum up the top and the sides of the bed. The bed is kind of like a velvety material, and it typically gets really, really dusty on the top. So, and also our dog lays against the side of it. So luckily you can't see it too much. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out next week.